Hello everyone, I'm back with another video. I know it's been 9 months since I made the last vlog, and I know I've never been consistent and you've always been supportive of me, but I'm the problem. But anyways, I'm gonna try to make it up to you. Today, I'm finally finishing the whole vlog series of my UK journey. I was planning to do it before, like step 1, step 2 and everything, but right now I just want to talk about it in a way that it's like you can find everything in one video. So thank you so much for all your support. Please tune in until the very end of this video. Thank you. Okay, so to begin with my UK journey, just a background again. I was working as a registered nurse in the Philippines for like 6 months that I decided to start with my UK processing. So it was just 6 months. I was only like a baby nurse, but I felt like it will be enough for me to start with the process, even if in the process as well I was gaining experience. The goal was to have like a 1-year experience in the Philippines, and that's it. I'm gonna migrate my way to UK and everything. While I was 6 months working in the Philippines, I started to review for my occupational English test. As a nurse who came from a non-English country, we have to prove our English proficiency, and we got 2 options, which was the IELTS and the OET. For me, I chose OET. The exam cost me 22,000 pesos. Before I took the exam, I did review for like a total of 30. I forgot really, 5 months, 3 months. It was a long time since I didn't feel like I was ready to take the exam because I was also working that time. 12-hour shifts really exhausts me, and so I just really need some courage and motivation to study and be prepared for the exam. And then eventually I booked the exam. That's when I finally had the motivation to study. So I had like a one-on-one coach to help me, so that someone will help me through speaking and then checking my paper for writing. And then I also enrolled myself in 99er on Facebook, which I availed like 2,500 of their services. They have an app in which you can practice on how to practice the OET way of doing the exam, like writing, reading, speaking, and listening. Thankfully, 21 days after I received the result and I passed, the results came out. That's when I applied for the agency. So my agency was Omanfil. They're based in Parañaque City in Manila, and I found them on Facebook as well. I know they were hiring nurses to the UK. I don't know where. I don't have a target yet as to where I want to go in the UK, whether countryside or in London. I took the email from their Facebook page, like they have these ads and with the email and what to send. Yeah, there's a list of what they would require you to send them. But what I sent there was my OET result and my CV, because I applied in 3 agencies. Why I chose Omanfil was because an hour after I sent the email, they immediately called me. They sent me an invitation if I was available to do a face-to-face interview in Manila. It was crazy because I'm from Mindanao, but going to Manila for the first time alone, it was crazy. I checked my schedule, my work schedule, and eventually I was free. I have a day off on that day, and that's when I said, yeah, I'm available, and yeah, I'm happy to go. Even like a baby nurse with just really less than 1 year experience, I went there for the interview. So I went to Manila, and then I did the interview in Dusitani in Makati City as a baby nurse. Questions were really nerve-wracking. I could really tell because I don't have background. I don't have that much experience to tell a story about some how I manage a patient like this or like that, because I don't know what to say, because I've only been a nurse for 6 months, and I think they really need nurses that time. That even my interview was, I did answer them as much as I can, but I know it wasn't like, it was just all talking, but nothing, like very less in experience. So I passed the interview, and then immediately they gave me a conditional offer letter. Even if the interview was like, I don't know, it was just pure talking and less experience on that note. But I know they really needed a nurse. That's why maybe I passed it. After that, the day after the interview, I took my CBT. So that's computer-based test. It's like a counterpart of NCLEX, but easier. And the CBT was like 100 items exam only. It was easy, I swear. I didn't even finish, like, we were allotted like 2 hours to take the exam, but I think I just spent like an hour, and that was it. And then crazy came out of the testing room. Female staff gave me the result then and there. And then when I checked it, I actually passed. It was crazy, because how could that happen? Immediately I came out from the room, the result is there, which was okay, which is good, because it would lessen my anxiety thinking when the results would come out. So good. I got 2 things passed. So remember, they gave me a conditional offer letter. Same agency, Auburndale. I emailed them the result of my CBT. CBT, I think, cost 10,000. And that's when they congratulated me for passing the interview. And then now they gave me a list of requirements for my application as a nurse to work in the UK. And I'm not sure if I'm allowed to disclose the list, because it's personal. I mean, no, it's provided by the agency. But one thing that is very common from all the requirements is that you would definitely need your OET result, your CBT result, your NBI, your CV, your board certificate from the PRC, like the certificate of passing the board exam, your diploma, and also your IOM. So I'm not sure about what IOM means, but it's like an X-ray, because the Philippines has a lot of cases of tuberculosis. So they need to screen you first through an X-ray so that they can check whether you are infected. You are infected with tuberculosis. So you need to pass that as well. IOM, if they will find like any infection ongoing on with your lungs, you're gonna be extended for another 6 months. You need to send them sputum sample, go through 6 months of medicating yourself for that. So that would delay your process as well. I was so happy because my lungs are clear. I think I spent like 3,000 plus for that. And then I went to Manila for that, because there's only one IOM center in the Philippines, so in Manila. So it was very costly because I need to travel from Bukidnon to Manila, but still it was worth it. Right after, they're gonna give you a certificate, like IOM certificate, that you are clear from any respiratory infection. Part of the requirements, the list of requirements that the agency gave me. So what the agency told me is that they're gonna give me a due date, like a deadline, when you're gonna submit all the list of requirements that they're gonna require. If you will be able to submit it on or before, you will be able to be deployed by October-ish. Unfortunately, I did submit it, but it was like a day before the due date, which was actually too late. So that's why they told me I'm gonna be deployed by November. And unfortunately for my case, because I already resigned September 1, because I was hoping I'm gonna be deployed by October, because I was very eager to submit all the requirements before that deadline. Unfortunately, I was deployed by November. So I got a month of just doing nothing, no work, and just in my house, just in my parents' house. There was a little bit of crisis over there, but it was okay. It was worth it. When other requirements were like checked by the agency, that's when they told me that I need to do my medical now because I've completed all the requirements, and so the next step is to a medical exam. They gave us like a list of DOH approved medical clinic that you can do your medical exams. There is one in Manila, and there's also some in Cebu and also in Cagayan. So I undergone like a hearing. I went through dentist and a psychological exam. There's also a drug test. Got the email, everything's clear, requirements done, medical is clear. Agency told me that we're gonna have to book your visa appointment in Manila again. So for people going to the UK, we don't have any visa interview. So we're just gonna go in Manila, submit all our documents, and then we're just gonna do like biometrics. You know what I mean? And then 2 weeks after, the agency received our visa, and I was so happy that my visa was approved. And everything's all set. I was getting ready to go to UK. I got tired talking. Oh my god, I don't know how many minutes I've been talking, but I think that was just like the shortest way to tell you about my UK journey. When I got my visa, the agency made us create an account in POEA, and then gonna register ourselves in OFW, and then we also undergone like a seminar about it, so that we'll know what to do, what to expect, and what kind of support that we're gonna have even if we are far from the Philippines, which was very nice. It gave us all the information that we would require, and that's it. November 16th, we were asked to report to the agency's office in Parañaque, and then November 17th was our flight to UK, and November 18th we landed in the UK, and that was the beginning of my UK life. It's been 11 months. It's almost 1 year since I came here in the UK, and I could really tell the difference. It's really a huge difference. Like the way of living cost, how they treat nurses, the workload. There's a lot of difference, but I'm not saying which one is better, because both places like Philippines and the UK have their like best things about them and the worst things about them. And maybe in another vlog I'll talk about it. Okay, that was everything. So a total of 6 months of processing for my UK journey. And then remember I told you I started at 6 months baby nurse. Throughout the processing was another 6 months, so that was a total of 1 year hospital experience. So I worked previously in the surgical wards in the Philippines. That's why when I came to the UK, I was also assigned in the surgical wards. And also I forgot to mention that whenever I book the exams, OET, CBT, IOM, there's a list of instructions, and it's like a different kind of website that you need to go to, but you'll be able to find the information in YouTube as well, because I'm not that techy enough to explain or how to show you like click here and everything. You will be able to find it. Actually, one person that really helped me in my UK journey is Nurse Steven. I highly recommend him. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I did get tired of talking for like I don't know how many minutes, but I'm so excited to post this, and I hope you find it beneficial and informative. And if you have any questions at all, just please comment down below, or even if you know me personally, you can just send me a message. I know I take time to reply, but I will do my best. Thank you so much.